Welcome back. I am Sergey Patrikhev, and this is a BizBaby channel. This chapter is designed around BizBaby Personal Edition. It's not focused on building a business, but more of your personal development. Going through life, if you are into business building, you may and most probably will build multiple businesses. Each time it can last for a year or two, or maybe even a decade, before you decide to sell or drop it, of course. However, your personal brand never really stops. Your personal brand is one of the most important things you can build, and you should focus on that before anything else. This means finding the industry or field you really want to focus on. This is the hardest one of all. Constantly learning and educating yourself on things in that field. Staying focused, building a reputation and network around yourself, educating and helping others, feeling good about what you are building, and improving your brand value and cost of hire. Now let's go over these separately. What is a personal brand? If you look at any person, career building is basically an investment into a personal brand. Some people focus on it and constantly improve it and rise in the ranks. Some people quit and focus on freelance work, and some quit and open a business. Each of these examples, you build your personal brand. You could have multiple personal brands, for example, and you could be an engineer at work and a competitive dancer in your personal life. Finding the industry or field you really want to focus on. This will be the hardest one for most of the people. Simple answer is, if you don't decide, others will decide for you. If you don't find what you are passionate about, and we'll just do a regular 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. working somewhere where you don't have any satisfaction from what you do, others will assume your personal brand is doing mediocre job and being constantly dissatisfied. Would you want to hire such a person? Probably not. So let's make sure you are not one. Next, constantly learning and educating yourself on things in that field. This could be true in your work, where constant learning and education will get you to higher levels within the organization. This is also true in other types of personal branding. For example, learning new types of dancing moves and improving your choreography will get you better gigs and dancing contracts if you do that outside of your regular work. Next is staying focused. As mentioned, you are simultaneously building multiple personal brands. One at your job, second brand is your personal activities such as cooking, singing, dancing, fitness, storytelling, you name it. Consider that as your level of experience. Your goal is to have the most of your focus in one brand. If your job is not your focus, while cooking is, but your job pays the bills, you're wasting your time. You need to find a way to do cooking as something that also pays your bills. That way, your personal brand will get an enormous boost, and your value will be built in twice faster and stronger. Build a reputation and network around yourself. As you begin to focus on one main personal brand, you will start noticing how other doors that you previously didn't have access to or simply didn't exist start opening to you. Connect with other individuals who are focused on the same personal brand or organizations that may need your skills. For example, if you are focusing on cooking as your personal brand, join chefs or cooking groups. Start being social around others similar to you. You will find that some of them work as personal chefs for wealthy individuals or do part-time catering projects. Complete those gigs, network and build reputation. That is the beginning of a successful personal brand. Next is feel good about what you are building. One very important thing about building a personal brand is to feel good about it. Always remember that money is not the end goal here. If you're only feeling good about the income from your brand, that is the beginning of an end. Money has a diminishing effect after a certain amount earned. You could initially feel good about the things you can afford to buy and the places you can go now. However, as humans are designed to get used to good things, you will soon to get used to lavish lifestyle without any benefits of satisfaction of what makes it all possible. If you were doing all of this to get stable, buy a car and buy a house, now imagine with that house mortgage and a car loan, is it going to be easier or harder to change things around and quit and start your personal brand now? If a personal brand doesn't make you happy, it doesn't bring you any satisfaction, perhaps it's time to make a pivot. Improve your brand value and cost of hire. Know your worth. As you are getting better, more experienced, and more efficient, you should get more reward for your work. Often price means quality, and many people assume it's a token of experience and expertise. Never undervalue your work and don't give any discounts. Your personal brand will get damaged if you start doing discounted or low rate work. If you had cheap or free customers or clients at the beginning, unfortunately you will have to eventually graduate from doing work for them. Unless of course they match your new rates, with an exception of getting a learning opportunity from the field from those customers. Cost of hire doesn't mean you are doing freelance or contracted work only. It also means knowing your worth when you are going through a hiring process for a company in the corporate world. Cost of your services basically means that's the cost of your time, whether that's hourly rate for a project or annual salary at a large organization. Educate and help others. As you start building a successful reputation and a personal brand, you start learning and understanding the system and the way others don't. Return that knowledge to those who are starting out, and you will be surprised how much you will learn about things you thought you already knew. You can often establish new high-worth contracts and improve your personal brand reputation in a process. Process of mentoring and teaching also allows you to feel great about giving back. It's unfortunate that it's also not tax deductible as charitable contributions. Let's go over everything one more time. Building a personal brand steps is finding the industry or field you really want to focus on. Again, this is the hardest one of all. Then constantly learning and educating yourself on things in that field. Then staying focused. Then building a reputation and a network around yourself. Then educating and helping others. Feeling good about what you are building, I personally love that one the most, and improving your brand value and the cost of hire. Congratulations! I truly hope you take everything from this article as serious as possible. There is nothing more painful as a waste of time, skills, and talent. Remember, our time is limited. Build your personal brand. Become successful. Do what you love. Thank you.